Hello, guys. Hope everybody day is starting off good. I'm just getting up. Sometimes I get up a little late because I get off of work late now. So it might take me a minute to start my day. But I've gotten up, said my prayers, and thank the Lord for, keeping me through the night and letting me see another day. I hope we all did the same because, of course, we didn't have to wake up to see this day. So I just wanted to talk about how you can be happy and grateful in humbling situations, because living in my car, I feel like this has been such a humbling experience, and it's made me see how God lets you go through these things for a reason, and everything that we go through as a child of God, He's going to let it work out for our good. So even in this experience, I still just try to see the good in everything. How He just most recently, now this park, no matter what time, it's always full of people because there's a lot of sports. There's a baseball batting cage over there. There's soccer. But the one that keeps the park the most crowded, I feel, is basketball. So out of nowhere, they just tore the ground on the basketball court up. This demolition. Maybe they're about to just make it over and make it better. But I don't think nothing was wrong with it. But I see it as a blessing from God because the park is not as crowded. It's not keeping a lot of people here. So it's more quiet and more peaceful. And it's just like the first thing comes to my mind is like, what made them? They didn't put a sign up saying that this was going to be construction coming to the park soon. They just started out of nowhere. So I'm like, God, this is totally a blessing from you. Because usually I get woken up so early because all you hear is basketballs bouncing around. When people have the soccer games, you don't really hear them. They just come and park and they go over there. You don't really hear them. But when the people come to play basketball, everybody's, you know, loud, cursing each other out. The basketballs are bouncing. You hearing so many balls bouncing at one time. And it was just like, he just always looking his kids out. Like, you need some rest. You needed a little bit more quiet. I got you. So I always look at the small things and count everything as a blessing, like, because it's just been so much more peaceful. Like, I was sleeping good before, but like I said, these people will pull up to this park so early in the morning just to play basketball. And I get it. I don't get upset or nothing. It was like, oh, it's time. Like, I got to get up because it's no going back to sleep after you just keep hearing balls bouncing everywhere. But so I look at small things like that as a blessing. You know what I'm saying? Even just him letting me finally find a place to work, so I could at least, make money. I was always, surviving. He always made sure I had food to eat and whatever I needed, for my car. The car runs on gas. You have to pay the insurance. I have to keep the phone on. So he always made sure I got money to do those things. But now that I'm working, I can put away whole paychecks and don't have to worry about bills on top of still getting, the money from what I was already doing to survive. So I'm just really grateful to him. And knowing that the world is like taking a turn for the worse. I see how there's the rumors of the wars going on now. Like, you can actually see the Bible fulfilling itself. And me and the nurse at work last night was talking about this. And I'm so happy he put me at a place that the person that owns it, she's a spiritual person. So they don't mind us, talking about God and stuff at this place. They actually, encourage it. My first day of orientation, the lady that works in the activities department, she walked right in our orientation, put her hand on me and the person that was sitting next to me, and said a prayer for the whole room. I'm like, Lord, if you don't know how to give little signs, I don't know what to tell you, because his signs be crazy. Like, what are the odds that this lady just come in here and say a prayer, a long prayer for everybody, and she speaks the way I speak in my videos? And I told the class that. I said, this is so weird, because everything that lady just said, I can pull up my YouTube videos and y'all can see that's the same way that I speak about the Lord. And she was saying how, thank you, Father, for just providing for us, and how she told us the story how, it's not about the work, making the money, it's more about helping people, doing God's will, for her life. And it put me in such awe with the things that she was saying. It was just like, he makes a way for her when she don't see a way. She don't worry about anything. God just makes sure she has money. Even the way she give tithes at her church, she can give big amounts of money, and God sees her through it. Like, he makes sure he provides for her, even when she's giving money away. She doesn't want for anything. And she probably makes less than I do. So it was like such confirmation, like, oh yeah, this is the place you wanted me to come. And that's what it's all about, being a child of God, just trying to do the will of your Father. People won't always understand why you choose to do the things that you do, but it's not for them to understand. If you're trying to be pleasing unto the Father and trying to do his will, you just want to be obedient, because he's going to bless you anyway. We are in this world, but we are not of it. So we don't have to want and chase after everything else that the world wants and chase after. So I just say all of this to just make people understand and realize that God is so good. There is a God watching over you. You don't understand the dangers that we face every day. Some people go through traumatic things and experiences, and they walk away untouched. They walk away without a scratch. There is something protecting you. It's not your time yet, because some people could go through that same thing and they can make it out worse, or they could not make it out the situation at all. Like, times are going to get really bad. And we see, like I said, me and the nurse was talking about how we see the Bible it's fulfilling itself. A big shift. This is the end times. Things has to change. So I'm very grateful for him for seeing me through this experience, even if I'm the one that put myself in it, or it's just something that he wanted me to go through. I'm grateful for it because he shows me little ways that he helps me, that he's there. Like the other day, the car steering wheel just locked out of nowhere. I'm like, and I'm on my way to work. I'm like, now something told me to get upset. Like, don't start. Like, I don't need this. But then I hear a small voice like, you know what to do. So I just bowed my head and said a prayer. Like, God, you know I don't need this right now. And if this is another test, I'm not going to get angry. I just know you're going to fix the problem. And about time I opened up my eyes and restarted the car, because the wheel never did that before. I never experienced that with my car. Started up the car, it was fine. It was fine. We're supposed to pray. It's just like he tests us. Like, what you gonna do? Is you gonna get upset and get your day all ruined and you going to work mad? What you gonna do? And I said, no, no, no. I'm gonna pray. And he fixed the problem. Every time I relax and I think and I just pray, he always handles the situation. But I just want somebody to know today, take the time out to just thank God for the small things that you know that he do. Like I said, now this park is so much quiet because they just all of a sudden want to fix the basketball court that didn't look like it had anything wrong with it. But I'm grateful for it. And it's probably going to look better than ever. But I'm grateful for the peace. And that's what we have to be about. I go to work and it's been such a beautiful experience. I'm definitely losing weight from all the moving around now that I'm doing. Boy, because we work. But I love it because it's like the residents are already showing me so much love. You know, I get to talk to them and see them laugh, even when they say they've been having a bad day. And if I can help them cheer up, it's like it brings like a smile to your heart. So to somebody today, a child of God, just go about your day full of gratitude and being thankful. Like, I could be so upset that I'm sleeping in this car and then I get out to go to the bathroom and I see somebody sleeping on the ground in front of the bathroom. It's like he finds ways to keep you humble and keeping you looking at things in perspective. You have to. So with everything that's going on today, I just pray we all just stop and be thankful for what we have and how much God really does look out for us. You don't know why he's letting us go through what we go through. We might need to learn and take some accountability and responsibility for our actions and stop blaming him for things that we're doing and oftentimes that he's warning us not to do. So just think about that today. Think about the little things that you can be grateful for and how you can be a blessing to somebody else. I'm going to get up, I'm going to eat, I'm going to walk, I'm going to go to work, and I'm just going to be filled with so much gratitude and humility and just thankful for the spiritual guide that is watching over me and protecting me at night when I'm in a dark park by myself, that nothing happens to me. No weapon formed shall prosper. No evil shall come to this door, any of these doors on this car. I believe that and I have faith in that. And he continues to show me that it's true, that he has me. He has the protection around me. And all I have to do is thank him and stay in alignment with him. Like I said, you never know what God has in store for you. You have to stay with a mindset of being positive and grateful, because like that, like in a blink of an eye, he can change your situation. But will you be humble? Will you treat people kindly, with respect and love, dignity? Would you do all those things if he gave you more? So just know there is lessons in these situations. And oftentimes, once you learn them, here comes the blessings. Okay, y'all. I love y'all, and I pray everybody have a beautiful day today. Be blessed.